my soul back. 2002 Toyota. Pray to a God I forgot about. King James Bible on my mama couch. It took a little faith. I got some demons to deal with. I see red, I see red, I see red. Blood on my hands, but I'm healing. And I got my soul back. 2002 Toyota. Pray to a God I forgot about. King James Bible on my mama couch. It took a little faith. I got some demons to deal with. I see red, I see red, I see red. Blood on my hands, but I'm healing. And I got my soul back. 2002 Toyota. Pray to a God I forgot about. King James Bible on my mama couch.
Beloveds, you can't move on. I mean, you could try. But how are you going to do it without healing? I know healing is an arduous task, but we have to take steps to try to move in that direction every day. It's hard. Nobody said that healing would be easy. And if they told you that, then they were not telling you the truth. They weren't telling you the truth.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use.
You see, many of us have hurt that stem from different kinds of abuse, maybe growing up. There has been issues that we've collected from dealing with people in our own adult life, especially in relationships. And sometimes we feel moving forward is the best thing that we could do so we can do this without healing. Because we know the hurt. And there are times we may not be ready to deal with that certain pain. But we also don't want to be stagnant either. So movement is the plan. We want you and everybody else around us to move through life without pain. We also don't accept any excuse from other people if they want to tell us they're going to move through life without pain. We say, where's the blueprint to that so we can get on to that? You see, the word toxic is in such high use right now. And we're so quick to label a situation or a person toxic. with any regard to the possibility that we may be toxic too. May I offer that we make healing a priority, first and foremost for yourself. And when you allow yourself to travel on the healing process, and if therapy is needed, get that. You got to take some time to love yourself. You are tackling issues that make you feel that you're not worthy or loved or cared about. Validation. We have validation issues, and that can go on the table too, because we need to work towards learning that we're enough regardless of other people. You see, healing allows us to release guilt involved in the actions of other people and to hold them responsible while we accept our own accountability for our behavior in that. Healing. Healing can help us deal with depression and manage our own mental health that we may have. And running from this under the disguise of moving forward is doing us a great disservice. We are the first person that deserves our very best in ourselves. We must try to embrace healing so we don't succumb to the bullshit telling us, she's a hypocrite, he's a hypocrite. They say one thing and do another. We don't want nobody to run all over us and tell us anything about ourselves that we already know. We don't need to even be with anybody that injured us, that abused us. They're toxic. And not because they mean to be, but because they can't acknowledge or they won't acknowledge the need for healing and head down that path too. Struggle love. That's what they call it. Struggle love. When we don't deal with our need for healing, we become everything that we don't deserve. We can become that toxic person in the relationship. And here we are challenging other people to heal so they can avoid damaging us. But we got to do the same thing. Once we get through the weeds and the dark night of the soul, we'll realize that healing can be a wonderful thing. But it requires patience because it ain't easy. And facing the things that hurts us or harms us ain't easy. Removing the power that we gave hurtful people in our life is difficult, as some of they are the people that we love. No matter the difficulty, we have to make healing a priority. We can't just keep moving without it because in the space of moving forward is a delusion, and we ain't going nowhere fast. Trying to move without healing guarantees that we're going to hurt ourselves and possibly somebody else, because healing ain't magic. Pain and suffering is a reality in this life. Even when it's hard for us to sit back and watch somebody that we love suffer, and we wish we had the healing magic in our hands, the power of prayer and meditation. And if you go to the church house on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, you see people working their way down to the altar for some prayer. But deep down, they are up there hoping that when the pastor lays hands on them, some warm feeling will overtake our body as the pain of our illness will disappear. And if we are differently abled and find ourselves in a wheelchair, we're hoping that we could miraculously get up and start running the church. Now, I ain't saying that there ain't nothing wrong with believing in miracles, because I believe in it. But that's not how most healing takes place, in my opinion. Sometimes we run into the worst a disease has to offer because we hard-headed and we don't listen to no one. We believe we are trusting the divine and being strong when we keep it pushing or decide to decide to handle our own illness without having any knowledge of what the heck we do. We just end up hurting ourselves, our family, when we decide to play magic games versus listening to the sound of counsel regarding your health. Did you ever think that the divine sent certain counsel to us to give us the real about our health? Now, I'm not taking away from magic. Don't get it twisted. As you know, I'm a practitioner. But everything works in unison. Everything works in unison. Remember, hoodoo was of the earth. So when you start thinking about the diets and dealing with certain kinds of foods, or you got to do some type of physical therapy, and when we find ourselves in these positions because we didn't find time to take care of ourselves, you see, faith without work is dead. That there are things that we must do to assist in the healing process. When we don't own our part in healing, we find ourselves blaming the divine, our family, doctors, other people for our downward spiraling conditions. It's much more healing than just shouting out and asking the divine to heal us now. And keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, and making it the reason why you don't have to listen to anyone that's trying to help you. It's understandable that we get very tired of our family constantly reminding us, fawning over us, and fussing at us about us healing. But they want us to receive our healing. You see, your family wants you to get well. They don't want you to live with physical illness, mental illness, heart illness. They don't want to live with the pain of watching somebody that they love suffer with pain. Any traumatic experience that they know that you went through, and them seeing you either in a hospital, an institution, in the damn bed that you can't even get out. And even though the people that love us makes it sound like they're on repeat, all they're trying to do is appeal to us, for us to take an active part in our own healing. And if you shut them out, or you continue to live in non-compliance and just moving on without healing, then eventually what's going to end up happening is that they're going to become desensitized to preserve their own emotional state. You can't just think and pray your way out of healing. Not in a way like that, especially when it comes to physical and sometimes emotional things. We need a little extra. So allow me. First, I want to recognize the fact that we are always in a constant state of trauma from the realities of everyday racist people to the never-ending stream of police shootings of unarmed people, to the spiritual damage of being enslaved and beyond. You have to understand that healing and self-care is needed. Let me give you a couple of healing and self-care practices. The first thing was, or is, give yourself permission to feel. You have to give yourself space to feel what you're feeling, whether it's upset, angry, sad, frustrated, feeling. Just feel it. Don't try to work it through just yet. Just sit with your feelings for a moment before you try to process it. Don't allow other things to come before you during this time. Just feel. The second thing is, be angry. It's okay to be angry temporarily. You're allowed to be angry, so be angry. We're so used to systemic oppression with words from other people. when we hear these slogans of words telling you to get rid of this, to get rid of that, to do this, to do that. It's not causing you joy. It's not even a consideration that somebody may not have a home to call their own, or even having things to give away. When they tell you to get moving, they don't consider that many people do not live in streets safe enough to walk in, or neighborhoods that do it have sidewalks or street lamps. Number 3, practice gratitude. If you fill your heart with gratitude, there'll be no space for fear or anger. The minute that you open your eyes, think about 3 things that you're grateful for. The air in your lungs, be able to breathe, be able to walk, being able to go on vacation, having a job, things like that. Be grateful for all that you have, and it will gradually, if not immediately, turn it all into enough. Number 4, give yourself permission to take up space. You have permission to own and to breathe and to live in your own skin. Own that space that you occupy. Those systems of oppression exist: misogyny, diet culture, supremacy, to ensure that we remain unseen and silent. Be intentional. Be unapologetic. And don't be afraid to speak your mind. Hold your ground and do what you need to do. Give yourself permission to love your body. That's the next one. Wear makeup. Get a fresh cut. Wear nothing at all. Pat your love handles and your belly rolls, and shave or don't shave. Wear that skirt that's too short and not age appropriate. Wear them pants. And people telling you not to wear those things. You see, your body is your own. Make this the year or the upcoming year about learning to love yourself, and give the racism and the fat shaming occurring right now, which is easier said than done. It's time to put that shit behind you. And lastly, hang out with people who want to make a world a better place. Build an intentional community of strong, grounded people. Choose people of all ages who have different experiences. You see, healing with them consists of maybe a lot of cups of coffee, laughter, plans of action. What can each of us do from our corners of the world to protect our kids, our people of color, people, immigrants, and our families? Finding like-minded people in your community or even online can help you feel less isolated and hopeless. in the face of healing that can feel like despair, self-care is important, now more than ever. Face your shadow self. You gotta stop trying to move forward without healing. Healing isn't magic. It's not something that you can snap your fingers and then you heal. It's an arduous task. You gotta find a community, safe spaces to mourn, and sometimes even to mobilize in order to help through the process of healing collectively. We have to protect our mental health and take care of our bodies. And that's it, and that's all. I'm done. I'm done. Be well, stay safe. I say a deep bow to each and every one of you, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Oh, before I forget, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, okay? On our road to 1,000. I appreciate each and every one of you, all of my subscribers, the ones that I have now and the ones that I will have. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Be well again. I'll talk to you soon.
Reincarnated, I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, I need to hug my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me, that could my seat. I keep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. Couldn't try me in a tri-state. Money pass, but I give him splash till he hydrated. Down south, maybe Spook Town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrating. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the side. Man, don't let me know what the plan. What the fuck? I got hips, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks. Hit his turf, finger cracking, double back like a deluxe. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a beat, there you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed it off, yes, us. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the side. Man, don't let me know what the plan. Squabble up, 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 squabble up. Hold up, where you from? Bad bitch, I'm finna go dumb. Sideways, bump stomp, fever, I'm on one. Baby rockin' it, quick pro quo, what you want, cause I'm watching it. Broke on the floor, let me know if you clocking it. Really won't go, but I know that he popping it. It was wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down, young, be some hoe with the politics. Bitch with on some big chin on, that's a lot of bitch. Don't hit on, you got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, he was Blackie Mouse with the smearing off. He high, we outside, boy, they about to kill him off. Raps on raps, it's a fact, this a bricker off. Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, no. H-Bone cool from the west side to Senegal. It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the side. Man, don't let me know what the plan. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up.